any sort of sense at all.
Aren't you our cook? Make us lobster.
And then Alfred poops himself and dies.
Yeah, then Alfred looks really sick, and he's like,
Squeeze one out, Master Bruce.
I wish I were dead.
Why is he Southern now?
who
I
cares?
wish I were dead.
I was going for Grandpa from South Park.
Oh.
His line is always, Billy, I wish I were
Yeah,
dead.
All right, so yes, we have nipples, dick, we have ass,
Nipples, dick, ass.
within 1 minute, and then
The perfect movie.
The perfect movie. We get
No, because in perfect movie, the nipples would have been on Batgirl.
Oh, don't worry. We will get to that later. Anyway, that
now we get to meet Mr. Freeze.
That's
Good.
it. This is
Good.
this 1 minute establishes our heroes, and it's like this is how you're establishing them with close-ups of their
balls.
junks and oh yeah, this Batmobile just looks the worst. I mean, the one in the third one was
like
pretty bad.
It's a hybrid of the first one.
Yes, that's exactly
and
right. Because
the
the
third one.
first one had a turbine at
In
the
the
front of it,
yes.
and it
Because
looked
it's
really.
a jet engine throughout.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like, this is essentially a jet engine with a steering wheel and a seat. And they kind of took it on that, only instead of looking like a cool turbine, it's sparkly.
It's
It's
a disco ball.
Yeah,
he has a disco ball
it's like
in the front.
red disco ball in the very front of the car, and it's
You
just...
could almost imagine the vamps from Twilight driving this piece of shit.
And I just want to point something out about the whole, jet engine part. Because, as there's a jet engine in the original Batmobile. In the Forever one, jet turbines, it boosts it up the wall. In the modern movie, it establishes the reason there's a jet is so that it can jump. It's for a boost. In this one, it has 6 little flames firing out the back. Just little tiny candle lights out the back. What the hell?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
There's no point. No point at all.
Even in Batman Returns, when they have that great scene where he drops the stand out of the bottom of the car and does a 180 and blasts the fire out and sets the dude, it's clear, okay, this is something with a very powerful single engine, and this, it looks like, there's 6 Roman candles just taped to the thing.
Oh, wait. And then it gets better, because Batmobile flies away, and Robin's all stuck alone, and out of the little lift in the floor where the Batmobile rises, and everyone else rises. When they enter the Batcave, they come up from the ground, if you've noticed.
Yeah, I did.
All of a sudden, this little tiny pod appears, and opens like a little flower, and there's the fucking Robin motorcycle.
What do they call it? Red Wing?
Red Wing.
Yeah,
sure.
It's some
whatever.
wing. I know they reference
Doesn't matter.
the red. And
Doesn't matter. It catches up with a jet-powered car in a matter of seconds
it's
anyway.
stupid looking.
Well, Batman slowed down, obviously. They weren't on any kind of a hurry.
And again, with this whole, everything has to rise up from the ground in this movie.
I'm telling you, the Batcave was in the attic in this one.
Honestly, it was
the only thing that
the
makes fucking
roof
sense.
of Wayne Manor.
All right, so they're on their way to the
Freeze.
the museum because
that fucker.
The signal goes. They get suited up. They go, and while they're driving, the video screen comes up on the Batmobile. And it's Commissioner Gordon, played by what's his name?
Pat Hingle.
That is Pat
Who
Hingle.
played Commissioner Gordon in the first 4 movies.
Yeah.
Him and Alfred are the only 2 actors who appear in all 4
Exactly
movies.
what I was about to say. Of all the characters, those are the only
Hell,
2.
Harvey Dent changed his race.
Yeah.
That's true. That's supposed to say Billy D. Williams turns into Tommy Lee Jones. Good for him.
That's the effect of the acid, you know? You said only got half his body.
So they got the whole thing. It bleached him.
It's like, now this dialogue is right out of the 60s. It's something like, there's a new villain who's appeared at the museum that he calls himself Mr. Freeze. And it really is like the narration of a kid's cartoon. So then we get to the museum, and sure enough...
But again, they're trying to be
cartoony.
They're trying to be like the 60s series. This is the mid-90s. By the mid-90s, we had the darkest form of Batman ever as an animated series.
Yeah.
That was our cartoon of Batman at the time. And Mr. Freeze was the most badass motherfucker around.
And he had that cool voice. He had that voice that was disheveled. I remember that.
It was just this monotone...
From both the cold and from being in the dome helmet.
And he was designed by Mike Mignola. Is that
Mignola. The guy
who
did Hellboy.
The guy who does Hellboy. They turned the cheesiest Batman villain into one of the most badass characters ever.
Cool.
And then in this movie, we go back to the shit.
Cool.
He only appeared in 2 episodes of the 60s series, and I can't find any pictures.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think he was
episodes.
I didn't think he was around that early.
No, he was, yeah.
From what I understand, he was actually originally in concept closer to what the Schwarzenegger one
is.
The
Schwarzenegger is very close. See, Schwarzenegger is definitely doing
in the hell,
that.
Flanagan.
Yeah, because he even has the Austrian accent in that too.
Oh,
really?
Yes,
I did not know that.
Well, that's why they chose Schwarzenegger, obviously.
See? Yeah. I researched this shit because I hate this fucking movie.
All right, so
some steam, Flanagan.
As we just said, Mr. Freeze is played by the one and only. Stop! They're flipping each other off between me, and I think they're gonna kiss. Stop!
Oh my god! Special roommate time. Go.
All right.
Hey, it's not our couch.
Exactly.
Played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he looks like a bad hybrid of RoboCop and the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz, with glowing blue lights all over him and blue paint on his face and blue contact lenses, and he is the worst. His teeth, yeah, it almost looks like those things people have at raves where they jam the thing in their mouth to make their teeth.
His whole outfit was rave-worthy. He was a walking blacklight.
Pretty much. Do not let him into your bedroom. He will expose every sin. What have you been doing in here?
For the love of God, get your girlfriend, man. I think it's also really important to mention now that for the longest time, when they were, because internet movie rumors weren't around back then, but there were still fan rumors. You heard about it in the schoolyard, you heard about it at comic shops, stuff like that. That if they did do a movie with Mr. Freeze, it was going to be played by Patrick Stewart, which visually would make perfect sense. He looked exactly like the Mike Mignola version of Mr. Freeze. And
the proper version, the one we love.
And it's just kind of funny. Getting to see a studio like, okay, they said the fan rumor was he was either going to play Mr. Freeze or Professor X if they ever made an X-Men movie. And so
neither happened.
Yeah, the first movie that came along was the movie with Mr. Freeze. Like, okay, we heard you guys saying that you wanted Patrick Stewart,
but
how about
we got
Schwarzenegger?
The next best thing.
That's the next best thing, isn't it?
And here's the thing, though. At the time, Schwarzenegger, we're talking the Terminator, Commando.
Hey, I am still a huge Schwarzenegger fan. I don't hold this movie against him.
I don't hold it against him. But you hear Schwarzenegger, and it's like, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, it was the sort of thing where even if you didn't think that he looked the part, you had faith in him being badass just because he was so badass.
Yeah,
and then it's like, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! It's like...
It's the one absolute... Everything freezes.
Except fire and lava and,
Shut your whore mouth, Ash!
My name is Freeze. Learn it well, for to be the chilling sound of your doom.
Yeah, it's just...
I'm Mr. White.
Oh, no, I want that one. I want that one.
When I said I'd freeze you last. I lied.
I'll be back with an ice gun.
Alright. So,
as we see you, not once does he say "ice to see you."
Yeah, that was weird.
Son of a bitch.
That was weird because
it would have made
the famous
4 stars.
That he says "ice to see you." He never said
from The Simpsons.
The Simpsons did it with McBain, and that's a Schwarzenegger spoof.
Yeah,
and it was the sort of thing where you had a little debate where it was like, I was like, "I do see you," and he's like, he's just like, "No, he doesn't say that." I'm like. Yeah. No, he must. He's like, no, dude, it's from McBain. I'm like, no, I remember it's from McBain, but it's so easy. It's right there. It's so right there. Of all the stupid puns in that movie that don't make sense.
It's not like it was a serious type of character that they would have shoehorned that line into. It would have fit right in with the rest of the abject retardation of this movie.
Yeah, exactly. And just the fact that it wasn't there is just surprising.
It's alarming.
For a movie that crappy, it's like, how'd you miss such a crappy thing? So he is...
It's deleted scene.
He's doing
now
this
attack. More ice
we're going to put that scene on ice.
Oh, it got iced.
I told you, audience, you're going to get real sick of bad Schwarzenegger impressions really fast.
If you're not already,
it's just the icing on the cake.
Stop it.
I can do this. All fucking night.
We know.
I do it in my
for
sleep.
about a week.
Alright, so Freeze is in this museum. He's
shooting shit with his ice cream.
He's trying to think of a word. I'm like,
property damage.
Property damage. Yeah, that's true. It's like, he wants to get that diamond. All he's got to do is, he's clearly broken in. It's right there. Grab it. But no, he's just like, you're right. He's just shooting shit. He's like, he's fine.
The dinosaur made fun of my mother.
Yeah, and that's another thing we noticed.
I need to ice it down, or else my troopers can't do shit.
Troopers.
No.
Wrong.
Wrong
foreign muscle man. Damn it.
Alright, it's something important to know. Like, he's going to the museum to steal a diamond because it turns out that this gigantic freeze ray he's working on is powered by diamonds, as is his suit. Just because
that's how energy works.
Yeah, I'm like...
Diamonds produce energy.
Yeah, because I guess they're like... Well,
motherfucker.
It's like they call diamonds ice, so that'll fuel his suit. And I just wondered if any of the media was like, that's not based on even the most dim...
Why?
Yeah, his suit runs on diamonds.
Well, I knew that, but is it because they call diamonds ice?
I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense.
They call it ice, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, his suit ran on cocaine.
No, I know they call